Happy Monday, everybody. My name is Brandon Rosa, and welcome to episode 266 of the Xbox in 10 podcast, your weekly source of Xbox gaming news covered in around 10 minutes. Every Monday, this podcast covers new game releases, the previous week's gaming news, and we all learn an Xbox-related fun fact together. This show is on YouTube and podcast services around the world, so please subscribe on your favorite and leave a review. Xboxin10.com, no numbers, is your quick source for links to all of our podcast destinations and social media profiles, which you can follow at Xboxin10. To start, let's talk game releases. The big game out last week was Beyond Good and Evil 20th Anniversary Edition, and the games coming out this week include The First Descendant, Shy Cat's Hidden Orchestra, Agatha Christie The ABC Murders, Epic Astro Story, Home Run High, Bleak Faith Forsaken, Cyber Citizen Shockman Zero, Paper IO 2, and Bouncy Chicken. Now on to last week's biggest news stories. We have 6 to cover this week. Number 1, Xbox Gaming coming to Amazon Fire TV, play more games, no console needed. Ashley McKissick, Corporate Vice President of Xbox Experiences and Platforms Engineering, writes on the Xbox Wire. At Xbox, we are committed to bringing the joy and community of gaming to everyone. Today, we are announcing a collaboration with Amazon where Xbox Game Pass Ultimate members in over 25 countries can play games directly from the Xbox app on select Fire TV devices via cloud gaming, giving people even more choice in how they play their favorite games. In July, the Xbox app will be available on the Fire Stick 4K Max 2023 for $59.99 and Fire TV Stick 4K 2023 for $49.99 for people new to console gaming or for those looking for another way to play. It's a great low-cost, convenient, and portable option to play a huge library of incredible games. To get started, players just need a Fire TV Stick, a Bluetooth-enabled wireless controller, and an Xbox Game Pass Ultimate membership to gain instant access to hundreds of phenomenal games including Senua's Saga Hellblade 2, Starfield, and Forza Horizon 5, amongst others. Plus, Bethesda Game Studios' beloved Fallout games are also widely available with Game Pass Ultimate, including Fallout 76 and Fallout 4. Fallout fans will be able to play these games on select Amazon Fire TV devices alongside the acclaimed Fallout TV show on Prime Video, which released in April. Over the past several years, we have been on a journey to deliver cloud gaming to more devices and to more people around the globe. We're excited to add Fire TV to our growing family of cloud gaming devices, and are eager to welcome new players into this experience. This is really big news. Xbox continues to get onto every screen that you can imagine. Their first big push onto other devices in terms of cloud gaming was their partnership with Samsung to get those on the new TVs. Now being on all of the 4K Fire Sticks, from 2023 at least and beyond, is huge given how many people use Fire Sticks, including myself. So I basically have a Fire Stick in every room of the house, and now I can play on Xbox on any room that I so please. I'm really interested to try this out and see how well the cloud gaming works for me in my setup at home. Speaking of cloud, number 2, Microsoft's canceled Xbox Cloud Console gets detailed in new patent. Tom Warren at The Verge writes, a few years ago, Microsoft was planning to launch a dedicated Xbox Cloud Console codenamed Keystone. The device looked like a miniature Xbox Series S, a small white box that was dedicated to accessing Xbox games over the company's Xbox Cloud Gaming service. Microsoft eventually canceled its plans to launch Keystone, but a new patent gives us the best look at what the Xbox Cloud Console would have looked like. Spotted by Windows Central, the patent reveals that Keystone would have shipped with an HDMI port, Ethernet, and a power connector. At the front, there was an Xbox button, controller pairing button, and a USB-A port. Underneath, Microsoft had a circular Hello from Seattle plate that the console sat on, similar to what it uses on the larger Xbox Series X. The patent filed in 2022 is assigned to Chris Kujawski, a principal designer at Microsoft. Kujawski led the design for the Xbox Series S and X consoles. Microsoft first announced it was planning an Xbox streaming device in 2021, but eventually canceled its Keystone device because it couldn't get the price quite right at around $100. Xbox chief Phil Spencer revealed Keystone on his office shelf in 2022, with the official Xbox account on X claiming it was an old prototype. Quote, it was more expensive than we wanted it to be when we actually built it out with the hardware that we had inside, end quote, said Spencer in an interview with The Verge in late 2022. Quote, we decided to focus that team's efforts on delivering the smart TV streaming app, end quote. Microsoft went on to launch an Xbox TV app instead, available in 2022 and above Samsung TVs and monitors. The Xbox TV app launches games from Xbox Cloud Gaming and supports streaming games at 1080p and up to 60 FPS. Oh, what could have been, but I do ultimately feel like this was the best move for them to do, especially with the last news story that we covered. Are you really going to try to make a play for the Apple TV, Fire Stick, Roku devices Xbox? I don't think so. I don't think that's really where you want to be spending your calories. so just put it on all the already existing devices and services that are out there. Number 3. Xbox 360 classic Dead Rising is getting a fresh look and new remaster. Tom West at True Achievements writes, "It's been 18 years since we were first introduced to Frank West's antics on the Xbox 360 with Dead Rising, and while we've had an HD remaster in the years since, it appears Capcom isn't done with the game just yet. The publisher has announced Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster for the current-gen platforms, and we can't wait to dive back into what was still one of the best Xbox zombie games. Capcom has proven time and time again that its teams are masters at remasters and remakes, offering some incredible refreshed experiences with the likes of Resident Evil and Ace Attorney. Now it appears that the company is ready to get its other zombie franchise, Dead Rising, back into the limelight. Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster has been announced seemingly out of nowhere with a teaser trailer, offering us a brief glimpse at the upcoming game. Not much has been revealed just yet, but with a post from Dead Rising X account says, quote, "Hello, is this thing on? This is Frank West. Is anyone out there? Grab your camera and prepare for the big scoop on Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster. Stay tuned for more info soon," end quote. For anyone who is an early Xbox 360 adapter, I find it hard to believe that you did not at least play, and most likely enjoy, Dead Rising. I remember this being such a special game, although I don't think I ever fully beat it. Having loved the remake of Dawn of the Dead around that time, this was like the best experience I could ever imagine in a video game, and I probably really owe it to actually beat this game. Number 4, original Life is Strange team delays new game to avoid new Life is Strange launch date. Tom Phillips at Eurogamer writes, "Lost Records Bloom & Rage, the next project from the creative team behind the original 2 Life is Strange games, has been delayed into 2025. Why? Well, the team behind it are keen to avoid the launch window of Square Enix's own new Life is Strange game, Double Exposure, the latest to be made by the franchise's more recent development team, Deck 9 Games. In a press release today, Lost Records developer Dontnod said its game would now arrive in early 2025. Quote, "We know that many of our fans are eagerly awaiting this game, just as they are the recently announced next installment of Life is Strange," end quote, Dontnod boss Oscar Gilbert wrote. Quote, "Let's give both titles the space they need to be enjoyed by our players within the large community we have built. We firmly believe that the wait for Bloom & Rage will be worth it, and we look forward to sharing this new adventure, which we hope will become another memorable chapter in the Dontnod universe," end quote. Lost Records Bloom & Rage has previously been set for a late 2024 launch. Life is Strange Double Exposure, meanwhile, is set to arrive on October 29th for PC, PlayStation, and Xbox. This is disappointing, but makes complete sense. Do not cannibalize each other where no one will win. I can't wait to play both of these games, as I'm a huge fan of Life is Strange by both Dontnod and Deck 9. Number 5, Fortnite Reload is a new Battle Royale mode with classic weapons and locations. Tom Ivan at Video Games Chronicle writes, "Fortnite has introduced a new Battle Royale mode featuring classic weapons and locations. Titled Fortnite Reload, it's a 40-player mode set on a new, more compact map, which includes familiar locations like Tilted Towers and Retail Row. There are no drivable vehicles, as the map's easy to traverse on foot, and the story moves faster than is normally the case. Like Call of Duty Warzone's Resurgence mode, Reload lets players respawn as long as one of their squad is still alive. At launch, unvaulted weapons available include the tactical shotgun, rocket launcher, bolt-action sniper rifle, and lever-action shotgun." Quote, "Fortnite Reload is a fast-paced, high-action game that is all about carrying the squad to victory," end quote, reads the description accompanying the Fortnite Reload launch trailer. Quote, "If you're eliminated, you'll have the chance to rift back into gameplay over the course of the match until the reboot time expires. Either your squad is wiped out and it's on to the next match, or you find yourself at the top taking out all rifted, rebooted, and reloaded enemies to claim a victory royale," end quote. This is really cool, and it's something smart. They are copying Call of Duty and Warzone with their Resurgence mode, but this does have me interested if my friends do want to hop on and play. I love the classic Fortnite before people got crazy with all the building and vehicles and all of that. And number 6, Ubisoft has several Assassin's Creed remakes on the way to modernize past games. Heidi Nicholas at True Achievements writes, "We still have a bit of wait before the Assassin's Creed Shadows achievements arrive. Ubisoft's next Assassin's Creed game looks great, but if you're a staunch fan of how the Assassin's Creed games used to be, then good news. Ubisoft has revealed Assassin's Creed remakes on the way to modernize some of the past games." Ubisoft CEO Yves Guillemot says, quote, "Players can be excited," end quote, about some Assassin's Creed remakes. Quote, "Firstly, players can be excited about some remakes, which will allow us to revisit some of the games we've created in the past and modernize them. There are worlds in some of our older Assassin's Creed games that are still extremely rich," end quote, Guillemot says in a Ubisoft interview. Guillemot was asked about the future of the series and whether it could continue varying between more condensed games like Assassin's Creed Mirage and larger ones like Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and interestingly answered that Ubisoft's goal is to, quote, have Assassin's Creed games come out more regularly, but not for it to be the same experience every year, and, quote, with lots of experience variety. Guillemot adds, quote, there are a lot of good things to come, Assassin's Creed Hex, which we've announced, which is going to be a very different game from Assassin's Creed Shadows. We're going to surprise people, I think, end quote. I wanted to highlight here because I know how big the franchise is in Assassin's Creed. If you want to hear more about that interview with Yves Guillemot, go ahead, but I didn't want to waste any more time on our show. Personally, not a big Assassin's Creed fan, never beat any of the games, but I certainly understand the appeal. I did play a lot of Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and I did really enjoy the first 10 hours or so with that game. It was just way too big. Way too big. As always, we end our show with a fun fact about Xbox. Since we're talking about Assassin's Creed, let's do a little history lesson credit to Wikipedia. Assassin's Creed is a historical action-adventure video game series and media franchise published by Ubisoft, and developed mainly by its studio Ubisoft Montreal using the game engine Anvil and its more advanced derivatives. Created by Patrice Desilets, Jade Raymond, and Corey May, the Assassin's Creed video game series depicts a fictional, millennia-old struggle between the Order of Assassins, who fight for peace and free will, and the Knights Templar, who desire peace through order and control. The series features historical fiction, science fiction, and fictional characters, intertwined with real-world historical events and historical figures. In most games, players control a historical assassin while also playing as an assassin initiate, or someone caught as an assassin Templar conflict in the present-day framing story. Considered a spiritual successor to the Prince of Persia series, Assassin's Creed took inspiration from the novel Alamet by the Slovenian writer Vladimir Bartol, based on the historical Hashashin sect of the medieval Middle East. It's crazy that this series has been going since 2010 and in most years has not missed a release, but it's just one of those that is not for me, and it's gone too far now that I really don't think I'll be picking up any of these games anytime soon. Thank you all for listening to the Xbox in 10 podcast, your weekly source of Xbox gaming news covered in around 10 minutes. If you like the show, please subscribe to your favorite podcast service, share with your friends, leave a review, and follow on all social media at Xbox in 10. This past week, what little time I've had to play with work being crazy, I've been going through Wolfenstein: The Old Blood, as I did play The New Order again, and I talked about that in the show. Absolutely love it. These games are severely underrated. The Old Blood DLC so far, nothing special, but still loving it, and the series is something special, and I wanted to get through this DLC, which I actually found out through going my achievements. I didn't beat it the first time around, I think because I was really trying to get it in before Wolfenstein 2, then just never got back to it. So excited to finish it so then I can restart Wolfenstein 2 and play through that game again, which I only played through once, and I'm very excited. My name is Brandon Rose. You can follow me on Xbox at Brosen83. Hope you all have a great week, stay safe, and keep on gaming.